What if I told you saving $10,000 in 1 year isn't as hard as it seems? It's possible, even for those of us on a tight budget. In today's video, I'll be sharing the practical frugal living tips that help me save thousands, get out of debt, and live a more intentional, stress-free life. Stick around, because at the end, I'll share a bonus tip that's been a game changer for me. My journey to saving $10,000. Not long ago, I found myself struggling financially. Debt was piling up, and saving money felt like an impossible task. I knew I had to change something, but I didn't know where to start. That's when I began implementing frugal living strategies that not only helped me get out of debt, but also allowed me to save over $10,000 in a year. The principles I followed are discussed in my book. From Debt to Freedom, a step-by-step guide to financial independence through frugality. But today I'll share some of the key strategies that really made the difference. These tips aren't just theoretical. They've worked for me, and they can work for you, too. Frugal Living Secret number 1. Tracking every penny. The first habit I adopted was tracking every penny I spent. It may sound basic, but you'd be surprised how much money can slip through your fingers without realizing it. Small purchases, daily coffee subscriptions, and impulse buys can add up to hundreds of dollars every month. Pro tip: start by tracking all of your expenses, no matter how small. I used a simple notebook, but you can also use free budgeting apps to keep track of where your money is going. The more aware you are of your spending, the easier it is to make adjustments and identify areas to save. Tracking helped me identify unnecessary costs like subscriptions I wasn't using, and eliminating those saved me a substantial amount each year. In my book, I walk through a simple tracking method that helped me regain control over my finances and start saving more effectively. Frugal Living Secret number 2. Embracing DIY and home repairs. Instead of constantly buying new items or hiring help for home repairs, I began embracing DIY. Whether it was fixing small household items or learning how to cook from scratch, I realized how much I could save by doing things myself. Pro tip: before discarding something, ask yourself, can this be repaired or repurposed? Many small repairs around the house can be done with a little time and the right tools. For example, rather than replacing furniture or appliances, I started watching YouTube tutorials to fix things myself. This saved me hundreds and also gave me the confidence to tackle more projects. In From Debt to Freedom, I share many DIY tips and tricks that allowed me to save money by avoiding costly replacements or repairs. Frugal Living Secret number 3. Meal planning and grocery hacks. Grocery bills can take up a large chunk of your monthly budget, but with some careful planning, you can dramatically cut those costs. By planning my meals around what was on sale and using leftovers, I cut my grocery bill in half. Pro tip: plan your meals based on what's on sale and stick to a shopping list. If you have leftovers, get creative and repurpose them for the next meal. I also started buying in bulk and freezing meals, which saved time and money. Over time, this habit became second nature, and my food costs dropped significantly. Meal planning is one of the core strategies I cover in my book, where I give a detailed plan on how to reduce your grocery expenses without sacrificing quality or variety. Frugal Living Secret number 4. Building additional income streams. While cutting back on spending was important, I realized I needed to increase my income to meet my savings goals faster. Whether it was freelancing, selling unused items, or picking up side gigs, creating additional income streams was key. Pro tip: look for ways to make extra money that align with your skills and interests. Even if it's just a few hours a week, every little bit helps when it comes to reaching your savings goal. In From Debt to Freedom, I share how I started small with freelance work and grew it over time, which significantly boosted my ability to save and pay off debt. Frugal Living Secret number 5. Setting financial goals and staying consistent. Having a clear financial goal was essential to my success. I didn't just set a goal to save money. I set specific, measurable targets, such as saving $800 a month for emergencies, building a fund to pay off credit card debt, and eventually saving $10,000 for my future. Pro tip: set specific financial goals and break them down into smaller, monthly targets. This helps you stay motivated and focused on achieving those goals. Tracking my progress regularly helped me stay on track, and each milestone kept me motivated. In my book, I outline a step-by-step guide to setting realistic financial goals and achieving them, based on the methods I used to save $10,000 in 1 year. Bonus tip: cutting back on unnecessary subscriptions. This tip is simple but often overlooked. Unsubscribe from anything you're no longer using or need. Gym memberships, streaming services, and magazine subscriptions were all taking money out of my account every month, yet I wasn't fully utilizing them. Pro tip: review all your subscriptions and cancel the ones you don't need. Even small monthly charges can add up to hundreds over the course of a year. This single habit saved me hundreds of dollars, which I could then redirect into my savings account. Conclusion: frugal living can change your financial future. Saving $10,000 in a year was a huge accomplishment for me, but it didn't happen overnight. It took dedication, discipline, and making smarter choices every day. If you're feeling overwhelmed or unsure where to start, I hope these tips give you a roadmap for taking control of your finances. Frugal living is not about denying yourself the things you love, it's about making intentional choices that support your financial freedom. The strategies I've shared here have worked for me, and they can work for you too, if you want to dive deeper into these strategies. From Debt to Freedom, a step-by-step guide to financial independence through frugality, is available for anyone who's looking for a comprehensive guide to getting out of debt and building lasting financial security. If you found these tips helpful, please like, subscribe, and comment below with which tip you're most excited to try. And if you're ready to take your financial journey to the next level, don't forget to check out my book, From Debt to Freedom, for a detailed, step-by-step approach to achieving your financial goals.